Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be our second video of the week, and this one is the road to success. Now, I sincerely hope that this is not connected to our first video. That one was really long. I promise I won't make these next two so long. But I was really surprised at the way that story, that part one or our first storyline went like a horseshoe shape and brought us full back around. But the road to success. Okay, so we start out with a Queen of Wands. First off, her road to success has much to do with it's like the cows coming home, only she's leading them home. This is somebody who went out and they got their success. They built it. This could be, talking about like connecting with the people in our community that really want to do business. She could go out and she could gain supporters, gain, people that care about her in her life. And it's all because she knows she has something to offer. So the road to success in this story begins with a character that knows what they're worth. Denisa, so nice to see you on this one too, you guys. Thank you so much. I love the way that this one is starting. This feels so different and it feels so like positive and light. Wow. The road to success does not have any stopping points. Meaning it is like I have a plan and I'm putting it into action and I'm going for it. This is where somebody is balanced. They're in a healthy, happy mindset. They know what they want and they're going for it. This is not, this could be the road to success for a divine feminine. She could be a Leo, Sag, Aries, but we also have a really strong Cancerian coming off of that Chariot's energy. I feel like the road to success is saying it begins with one person's personal mindset. I am valuable. I have something valuable, and others can see my value. I can connect to the people, the places, or the things that will add more value to my life, that want to share in my energy flow, that want to get some kind of energy, give it back to me just as I attract them and I have something to offer them also. It's a two-way street. The success that I know I can create is the success that comes toward me. That it kind of starts with that. That's the road to success. Now, she literally could also have to do with needing to just be one's most authentic self. Wear that adorable like fringe mini skirt and cute crop top, even while you're outside taking a hike in your hiking boots. Do you at all times. Be successful at being you. And I think the road to success for her begins very strongly with that, especially because this is our sexiest, most charismatic Queen of Wands. And what really makes somebody sexy and charismatic? When they do not have inhibitions, when they are just who they are. Somebody who can walk in to a black tie event and they might be dressed like this, crop top, favorite skirt and hiking boots, and they just came down the mountain and they're like, oh, so awesome. Oh, I'd love to be at this party. That sounds so fun. And they completely do not care what they're wearing. That kind of swagger, confidence, genuine, as long as it's genuine, people are drawn to the authentic charisma and you really don't give a rat's ass who's looking at you, who's thinking you're not dressed right. You really, truly are comfortable in your own skin. Okay, that is sexy. That is power. That is a successful person. Sometimes like we'll see it a lot in movies and stuff, there will be the eccentric billionaire and, like they're the star of the program or something. But then it kind of like promotes that trope that only people who have tons of money or tons of success can be eccentric, and this blows that out of the water and says the real road to success is being completely excellent at being yourself, regardless of money, status, regardless of anything. Excel at being you. That's the road to success. That is what gets you on the road to success. Everything else will follow if you first start out as you. I really like that message. I will probably make this video released to the general population as well on my channel, and not keep this one as a members only video, because I think that that's such a valuable message, and I don't know that I want to keep that one only here. I sometimes I'll, like the bonus messages I'll release on my channel, but this one, I just like this one so much that I feel like that's one. I don't know. I like this character so much is what I'm getting at, and I think that makes me like really happy, because I think that that's a beautiful, uplifting message as a whole, and maybe it's good to have more uplifting. I don't know. I hope that's okay with you guys in the members corner, that I might share this video externally as well. No matter what, you guys get to see it first, and I probably won't release it until next week. But we have the Chariot, though. That's where her life goes after that. That if she's really good at being her, or he's really good at being him, it doesn't matter. It's just that's the only thing that a character really has to be successful in, is I have to be successful being who I am. And that doesn't mean I have to, my career is my identity. It's no, I have to like me, and I have to feel comfortable in my skin. If I do that first, everything else, all the other doors open up, because I don't care about doors that don't interest me. I don't feel competitive and, oh my God, I have to prove myself, so I'm going to knock on the wrong doors in life. I'm going to go after the wrong careers. I don't care if that doesn't suit me. I like myself enough to know I'm not going to go knock on the wrong doors and waste my time trying to be someone that I'm not, so that I can, have other people approve of me. That is an amazing concept, and it simplifies life, and it cuts off years of wasted time. It will cut out all kinds of things that if she weren't so confident, weren't so strong, she might have pursued the wrong relationships, wanted to be loved and validated by the wrong people. Not her. She's like, are you kidding me? I mean, there will be hotties that some of them will like me, some of them won't. Some people I'll be attracted to, and they won't be attracted to me. It's okay. That's just life. Not everybody's going to be thinking that it's mutual attraction, but I don't worry about that. She's ready to move on from anything that, even if she wants something, if it doesn't click, she'll either work harder for it. If it's like a career path that she's like, no, I'm meant for that. Even if the door isn't open immediately, it doesn't matter. I'm not crushed. I just need to brush up my skills and come back again. This is the person who has the confidence to really say, it doesn't matter if I fail my first 2, 3, 4 times that I start a business. I know I can do this. I know this is what I'm meant for. I'm not trying to prove anything. I just know what I know. This is still my interest, so I keep moving forward regardless. I love this. We have a King of Cups. We have a Three of Wands. This is the most clear, straight shot to how does a character have an amazing future? How do they end up with every wish come true? It starts with them knowing who they are and liking themselves in their own skin. And then it goes on with them having that conviction, and that allows them to bypass things that are clearly not making them happy, or gives themselves permission to change their mind when they say, yep, I tried that. Turns out it's no longer my wish come true. I had to do the experience. I just had to do that. But anyway, now moving on, I'm still on my life path. I'm ready to, I don't know, in this case, meet some hunky King of Cups who is a musician, somebody who also has this, look at him playing. There's this unabashed, I think that's why musicians are usually really sexy. Whether they're physically attractive or not, they're all attractive, right? I think it's unanimous. We can all agree that. And it's because what we're seeing is somebody that is doing something that is unabashed. It comes from the real them. It is, they're so focused on what they're doing. And I would argue anybody who's like just there doing the thing that they are interested in, skilled at doing, the thing that they excel at, that's always sexy. If we, I remember one time when I was in San Francisco, and I was riding on the trolley, and the trolley driver, so attractive, because they were so focused on, I know it was just pulling levers, but they were so, attentive and, alert and all of that. And I was like, oh my God, that person is so attractive. And it wasn't, I don't even remember what he looked like. I just know that the the level of, concentration and somebody doing what they do well was so sexy, so attractive. And I feel like that's exactly the kind of person she's going to be drawn to. Somebody who is so emotionally heartfelt. They have no problem expressing themselves. They have no problem really showing their emotions. This is not somebody who's stunted. This is someone who they might live a more humble life. And it's like, yeah, and I can't wait to live in their humble lifestyle with them. I share, like it counts more to be authentic than it does to perhaps be basking in, the riches of a mansion. She may be choosing a successful life that won't look like society's opinion of what is success. Does it mean living in a huge home or living in a tiny home and having a great, beautiful vista because this is where they want to be? I mean, somebody who doesn't like nature could have this and live in a fancy mansion and they still would be like, meh, I don't know. I don't feel that successful. This isn't where I want to live. I'd much rather live, in a big, huge city with, lots of other stuff going on around me. I don't like this. It's the road to success is whatever our perfect future looks like. But the only way we can figure out what our perfect future is when we first feel comfortable in our own skin. Otherwise, we're going to be living perfect lives that would be perfect for anybody other than us. I think that's that is so succinct and it's so great. I mean, I guess it took me 11 minutes to get to that sentence, but I think that that's a great message that a perfect life, a successful life is only the one that you would actually want. The real you, not the you that felt insecure and competitive and had to prove something to the rest of the world or prove that you're good enough. No, the real you that already knows that you're good enough. What does that life look like for someone? And, chances are it doesn't, for in this story, her successful life doesn't have anything to do with fancy cars, doesn't have anything to do with big, huge amounts of money. Her genuinely successful life is an emotionally secure and available partnership that she gets to laugh with, planning a future that has a lot more time outdoors in nature, and a sense of freedom. That's pretty much her successful life. We have a Two of Swords, and we have the Seven of Swords. That road to success is a pretty straight shot, unless she unwittingly, gets off track. But we can see that this is kind of like that. Like, is it the scene from Star Wars where like Luke is blindfolded and he's like, use the force, and he's like practicing on how to sense where the little floating ball is without seeing it. It feels as if she will hit the bullseye of what her life is supposed to look like, as long as she puts up blinders and blocks people that are hiding in the bushes, desiring to be as strong as her or as gutsy as her, but they won't be. If there had been some lover somewhere in her past who wanted her, but is still hiding behind a tree saying, I want to be with you, but I'm going to just sometimes spy on you. I'm going to send you messages and run away and block you, but I really don't want to let go of you. As long as she can block that out, because that's just useless noise, she will hit her target of what kind of a life she wants, and she will meet the love of her life, but not if she forever is keeping tabs on someone who in turn is keeping tabs on her, but hiding. It almost says this would be her only blockage to having that road to success, is if she can't close out or ignore this person who hides behind a tree, who wants to be with her, but just doesn't have the same level of courage to be their authentic self. This could be an air sign person, doesn't have to be, but they could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And that could be a barrier to her road to success, but only if she's unable to block that out. She knows what she wants. And I don't think, it could be this person, but they would have to change and step from behind the tree and pick up their beautiful, instrument and be, unashamed of who they are and be comfortable with whatever their true successful life looks like. And if this person is hung up on money and impressions that they make on others, and that's all their focus is, and they just don't have the courage to come toward her. Maybe she's too avant-garde. Maybe they're so drawn to her sexiness, but also kind of like repelled by, I don't know how she can be so authentic. That freaks me out. It actually repels me. Um, if she somehow doesn't fit in their vision of what would be accepted in their society, anybody who has a double life is not going to suit her. If what they want isn't what they have the courage to go after, they're not her mate. They haven't got the same level of, they don't like themselves in their own skin well enough to own it. They hide. So they want to be with her, but they haven't got the courage to be with her. She can't get hung up on them. She has to let go of that. That's the only way she'll continue on in her path. And they could be very confusing because liars are always confusing, especially if they're playing a double life. And I do think that for this to show up, she must have met this person. And this is her getting on the road to success and recognizing the road to success does not have any stops with a person who is in my life and then hides out from me and wants to be with me, doesn't want anybody to know that they're with me. This is not on my road to success. And unfortunately, they themselves will never be on their road to success. They haven't even gotten comfortable at being successful being themselves. That's a tough thing, but they might have been a pretty big lesson for her. So as long as she can block that out, I don't think she's going to have any problems. I think she is headed. I don't think that she's supposed to be with that person. In this fictional story, there is a beautiful King of Cups up ahead for her. It doesn't matter what zodiac or what gender they are, but definitely somebody emotionally available. All right, I'm going to leave this one. EM, I love this one too. I love it. Don't tell her to change her clothes. I love it. You're so awesome. Oh, Denise, I love that. Nature with animals and healthy food. Very nice. Yeah, I liked this one too. It's always refreshing when we get something a little bit more straight lined, it makes more sense. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you in part 3. All right, you guys. Oh, Denise is so nice. You're cooking dinner. I love it.